My dear or nearer students, now let us, we have to start our live class. So invitation to the topic is interpreting chat, graphs, topic is tables, and also diagrams. So again, welcome to Milan Study Point. Let us, we have to start our English live class. Invitation to English 3. The topic is pie charts or circle chat. Welcome to God bless you. So today's class pie chart or circle chart. Here is a chart showing how Ramesh spends his day. Look at the chart and answer the questions that follow. So previous class we have to completed. Now let us, we have to go to start our live class from pie chart or circle chart. So we have to discuss about first chart, then so the chart Ramesh spends his day, then give the answer from the following questions. So first we have to study about circle chart. So chart, okay. Now look at the following chart. Then start our activity 15. So pie chart or circle chart. Okay. God bless you. Let us see our pie chart or circle chart. Then we have to start our question answer given in below. So first pie chart or circle chart. Here is a chart showing how Ramesh. Look at the chart and answer the questions that follow. Play, study at home, eating, etc. 10.5 hours. So school timing, 5.5 hours. Then sleep, 8 hours. Well, the chart of Ramesh spends his day 10.5 hours, play and study at home and also eating 10.5 hours. 5.5 hours in the school. Then 8 hours sleep. Chart of Ramesh pie chart. Then look at our activity 15 following questions and then give the answer the following questions. ତାହେଲେ ପିଲାମାନେ କହି ରଖୁଛି ଏଠି ରମେଶର ଗୋଟେ ଚାର୍ଟ ଆମକୁ ଶୋ କରେଇଲା। ରମେଶ 10 ଘଣ୍ଟା 30 ମିନିଟ 10 ଘଣ୍ଟା 30 ମିନିଟ 10.5 hours. ଦେନ୍ ସ୍କୁଲ ଆୱାର ତାର ରହୁଛି 5.5 hours. ସ୍କୁଲ ଟାଇମିଂଟା ତାର 5 ଘଣ୍ଟା 30 ମିନିଟ 5.5. ତାପରେ ତାର ସ୍ଲିପିଂ ଟାଇମଟା ଶୋଇବା ସମୟଟା ଦେଇଦେଇଛି 8 hours. ଏଭଳି ପ୍ରକାର ଗୋଟେ ଏଠି ମେନସନ କରାହେଇଛି ଆମର ଚାର୍ଟ, ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମେ ମାନେ କହୁଛେ କଣ ନା ପାଏ ଚାର୍ଟ ଅର ସର୍କଲ। ମୁଁ ପ୍ରଥମ କ୍ଲାସ ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମ ମାନଙ୍କର କରିଥିଲି ସେଠି ବୁଝେଇ ଦେଇଥିଲି ଗୋଟେ କ୍ରିକେଟର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦେଇକି ଚାର୍ଟ ଉପରେ। ये ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ ଗୋଟେ ସର୍କଲ ଚାର୍ଟ ଦେଇଛି और पाए चार्ट रमेश तार सी दैनंदिन प्रतिदिन समयटा को उपाय केते समय अतिबाहित करुच्ची तार गोटे चार्ट देदेला स्कूल टाइमिंग टा 5.5 आवर्स प्ले इटिंग और स्टे एट होम 10.5 आवर्स तो स्लीपिंग आवर्स 8 आवर्स रहीगला कौन ना रमेश चार्टा ताहले रमेश रे जो चार्ट रखाला ताकू फॉलो करिकी तले केते गुड़िए प्रश्न देछि से प्रश्न आम उत्तर रखा आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस नंबर ए आछि हाउ मेनी आवर्स डज रमेश स्पेंड एट स्कूल बहुत इजी प्रश्न रमेश केते समय स्कूल रे अतिबाहित करूछि एगोटे प्रश्न रहिला चार्ट को लक्ष्य करी सो रमेश स्पेंड्स 5.5 आवर्स एट स्कूल आमर जो चार्ट देजी बही रख पाखरे पिला माने कारण स्क्रीन ऊपर चार्ट हाइड हो गला बर्तमान हम क्वेश्चन आंसर पेज रे अछि तेणु शिशा कहूँ रमेश स्कूल रे केते समय अतिबाहित करूछ हाउ मेनी आवर्स डज रमेश स्पेंड केते समय रमेश स्पेंड करूची स्कूल रे आराम से देजी डायग्राम पाई चार्ट रे बा सर्कल चार्ट रे स्कूल टाइमिंग डा रहला तार केते घंटा ना 5.5 आवर्स तला में जदी तार रमेश स्पेंड्स रमेश अतिबाहित करे 5.5 आवर्स 5 घंटा 30 मिनिट 5.5 at स्कूल विद्यालय रे देन गो टू आवर क्वेश्चन नंबर बी डज दिस इंक्लूड द टाइम ही स्पेंड्स ऑन द वे टू एंड फ्रॉम स्कूल डज दिस इंक्लूड द टाइम ही स्पेंड्स ऑन द वे to and from school the hours yes the hours spent at school include the time on the way to and from school school ru घर ता भितर समय बैटरी से अतिबाहित करूछ on the way to and from school yes spent at school include the time on the way to and from school okay then go to our next question so in this way the question answer has A and a B then go to our question number C. Now let us go to our question number C. So how long does he sleep? How long does he sleep? When do you think he goes to bed? So question number C. Okay. How long does he sleep? Easily बहुत बहुत सस्ता क्वेश्चन बा सुंदर भाव रखि परिबा ओके हाउ डज ही स्लीप के रमेश बुझि पारछो ताला में रमेश स्लीप्स फॉर 8 आवर्स तार स्लीपिंग टाइम डा रखि देछि केते हम लिखिबा रमेश स्लीप्स और से ही मेंशन करछि ही स्लीप्स फॉर 8 आवर्स ए डे उडे दिन रे से 8 घंटा से व्हेन डू यू थिंक ही गोस टू बेड ही इज सपोज्ड टू गो टू बेड एट 10 pm he is supposed to go to bed at 10 pm when does he get up and he gets up at 6 am टाइमिंग दा मेंशन कर दियो जे से घरे रहूची 8 घंटा विद्यालय सॉरी 5 घंटा 30 मिनिट 5.5 आवर्स विद्यालय रे देन 8 घंटा से सोच से सारे को समय हमें मेंशन कर पर जोटा हिसाब कैलकुलेशन हेला सपोज गो टू बेड एट 10 pm गेट्स अप 6 am 8 घंटा सोच जे हेतु तेनु राति 10 रु सकाळ 6टा हे गला हमर 8 घंटा मेंशन बुझि बाजो 8 आवर स्लीपिंग टाइम डा तेनु गो टू बेड एट 10 pm 6 am. ଛଅଟାରେ ସେ ଉଠୁଛି. Okay. So in this way we have completed our question number C. Now let us go to our question number D. Okay. How much time does he spend on play? How much time does he spend on play? बहुत easily question. Spends about से कौची how much time does he spend on play? खेଳରେ से केते समय अतिबाहित कारण एठी देछि play, study at home, eating 10.5 hours. बुझि पारछो? It is supposed that suppose अनुमान कराउछि रमेश spends about suppose 2 hours in playing. Suppose 2 hours in playing or 1.5 hours. How much time does he spend on his studies at home? At home. घरे पाठ पढ़ारे केते समय से अतिबाहित करूछि. Spends about 6.5 hours on his studies. पाठ पढ़ारे 6 घंटा 30 मिनिट 6 घंटा अधिक समय से अतिबाहित करूछि. Question number E एटा. How much time does he spend on his study at home? घरे से केते समय पाठ पढ़ारे समय को अतिबाहित करूछि. Okay. Suppose he spent about 6.5 hours on his studies. ता पाठ पढ़ारे से 6 घंटा 30 मिनिट बाद home. Then last question, do you divide your time in the same way? तमे तुम्हारा समय को दैनंदिन समय को एही प्रकार डिवाइड करिया चाहूछ कि? Yes, I divide my time in this way by in the same way. ए बाटरे मु मोर समय को कोन कटाया पे बा समय काटिया पे इच्छा. Okay. So in this way we have to completed our activity 15. Then number 2I. Now complete the report below by filling in the blank. Now complete the report below by filling in the blank spaces with the ideas from the pie chart at page 99. 99. 99 नंबर पेज रे जो पाई चार्ट टा देला ताकू लक्ष्य करी मु आरंभ रु कहि पिला माने टिके फ्रंट रे बहिटी को रख इनविटेशन टू इंग्लिश 3 रो तेणु से जो चार्ट डायग्राम टेबल शो करूची सेटा को हम देखि की फिल इन द गैप टा में पूर्ण करूची. लक्ष्य कर से को चार्ट पेज 99 पाई चार्ट जो देजी ताकू हम लक्ष्य करी वर्तमान हम हमर कोन ए जो फिल इन द गैप देजी ताकू हम पूर्ण करिवा. Okay. Now complete the report below by filling in the blank spaces with the ideas from the pie chart above. Okay. A child's daily routine. गोटे पिलार daily routine. Okay. Daily routine रहला से रमेश ऊपर से देजी हमें लक्ष्य करिवा ताकू हमें कंप्लीटेड करिवा. So Ramesh walks to school at 10. Ramesh 10 टारे स्कूल जाए. It takes him hardly 20 minutes to get there. ताकू पाखापाखि 20 मिनिट समय नउची स्कूल ले पहुंच जाबे. After prayers प्रार्थना परे he attend classes. तापरे से क्लास रे योगदान करूची. PM. बुझि पारछो from 10:30 to 4 PM. Okay. कहीं की ना ता स्कूल टाइमिंग दा 5.5 hours. स्कूल टाइमिंग दा रही हमर केते 5 घंटा 30 मिनिट. से सारे 10 टा रु 4 टा जदी कर दबा ता स्कूल टाइम दा 6 hours हे जिवो. किनु 5.5 देजी तला हम लिखिया कोन फ्रॉम 10:30 to 4 PM. ता माने 10 ना 5.5 which includes a tiffin break for half an hour from 1 to 1:30. तार टिफिन आवर जो हमर को जे मध्याह्न भोजन समय बा हमर रिसेस टाइम दा गोटे रु गोटे 30 at 4 when the classes are over. धन्यवाद जनेब. जेते बेले हमर क्लास टा ओवर कंप्लीट हे जा 4 ही कम्स बैक टू होम तापर से घर को आसे विथ हिज फ्रेंड्स ता संग मानक सहित he greatly enjoy the return trip home as his friends, and he usually amused themselves with innocent jokes. हस मजा खुशी तरीके से make fun किसी मजाक कौतूहल हुए and in usually amuse themselves with innocent jokes, make fun and indulge in different kinds of innocuous mischief. On reaching home, he gobbles up something quickly and scampers away to join his friends, either in volleyball or in some country game, which he plays for just 1 hour. ଘଣ୍ଟାଏ ଖେଳେ। At 6 he has a wash. ଛଅଟାରେ ଆସି ହାତ ମୁହଁ ଧୁଏ ଗୋଡ଼ ହାତ। Says his prayer ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରେ and sits down to study from 6:30 to 9:30. 6:30 evening. At 9:30 he has dinner. 9:30 ସେ ତା ରାତ୍ରି ଭୋଜନ ନିଏ। Does some light reading and goes to bed. ତାପରେ ସେ ତାର ବେଡ୍ କୁ ଯାଏ। Go to bed by 10:30 p.m. Okay. Next morning he is up by 6:30. ସେଠି କହୁଛି 6:30 ବୋଲି within 1 hour he brushes his teeth. ଘଣ୍ଟାଏ ଭିତରେ ସେ ତାର କଣ ଦାନ୍ତ ଘଷା କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକ୍ରମ ସାରି has a wash ଗାଧୁଆ ପାଧୁଆ କାମ ସାରି and take by 7:30 he is at his study table. ତାପରେ study table ବସି ପାଠ ପଢେ। He does his homework for 2 hours. 2 ଘଣ୍ଟା ପାଇଁ ସେ ତାର କଣ ହୋମ ଟାସ୍କ କରେ। At 9:30 9:30 ରେ he has an early lunch. ଲଞ୍ଚ ଖାଇଦିଏ। Packs his books ବହି ବସ୍ତାନି ରେଡି କରେ in the bag and is ready to go to school. ଏଭଳି ପ୍ରକାରରେ ସେ ବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟକୁ ଯାଏ। ତାର ଦୈନନ୍ଦିନ ଗୋଟେ ରୁଟିନ ରଖାଯାଏ। Okay, now let us go to our activity 16. 16 number activity की ଯିବା। Look at the chart below. ତଳେ ଗୋଟେ ଚାର୍ଟ ଦେଇଛି ତାକୁ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କର। It tells us how Mrs. ପଟ୍ଟନାୟକ spends her money. ମିସେସ୍ ପଟ୍ଟନାୟକ ତାଙ୍କର ପଇସାକୁ କିଭଳି ଭାବରେ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରନ୍ତି ତାର ଗୋଟେ ଚାର୍ଟ ଦେଲା। ଏଠି ଦେଲା ଏଜୁକେସନ 45%। ଏଜୁକେସନ କୁ ରଖିଲେ କେତେ ନା 45% ଏଟା ଏଜୁକେସନ। ଦେନ୍ ରେଣ୍ଟ 22%। ଏଟା ହେଲା ରେଣ୍ଟ କେତେ 22। ଫୁଡ୍ସ also 22। ଏଠି ତାଙ୍କର କଣ ହେଲା ଫୁଡ୍ସ। ଦେନ୍ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସପୋର୍ଟ ଦେନ୍ ଏଣ୍ଟରଟେନମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଲା। ତାହେଲେ ଏଇଭଳି ଆଉ ରେଷ୍ଟ ଯୋଉ ରହିଲା ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସପୋର୍ଟ ଆଉ ଏଣ୍ଟରଟେନମେଣ୍ଟରେ ତାହେଲେ 45% ତାଙ୍କର ଗଲା କଣ ନା ଏଜୁକେସନରେ। ଏକଡେ ଫୁଡ ରହିଲା 22 ରେଣ୍ଟ 22 ତାହେଲେ ହେଇଗଲା କେତେ ନା 22 22 44 ଇଏ ହେଲା 45 କେତେ ହେଇଗଲା ଆମର 89%। ଦେନ୍ 11% ଏଣ୍ଟରଟେନମେଣ୍ଟ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସପୋର୍ଟ। ଓକେ ଆଜି କେବଳ ଜେନେରିକ ଆନ୍ସର ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ସରିତା ଲକ୍ଷ୍ମୀ ଏମାନେ ସବୁ କାହିଁ ଆଜି ଆବସେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛନ୍ତି ନା ପୂର୍ବ କ୍ଲାସଟି ସରିଛି ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କର କିଛି କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକ୍ରମ ରହିଯାଇଛି। ଏବେ ରିସେଣ୍ଟଲି ତମର ବୋଧେ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ସାଇନ୍ସ କ୍ଲାସ ଚାଲିଥିଲା ଆଉ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ବୋଧେ ପିଲାମାନେ ଟିକେ କିଛି ନିଜର କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକ୍ରମରେ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ରହିଛନ୍ତି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ବୋଧେ ଲାଇଭ ଆସିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି। ହଉ ଠିକ ଅଛି। So does Mrs. Patnaik spend her money wisely? Why do you think so? Does Mrs. Patnaik spend her money wisely? Why do you think so? କାହିଁକି ତମେ କଥା ଭାବୁଛ? Mrs. Patnaik, okay, net cash arrests 6,000 from her husband. ସେ ତାଙ୍କ ହଜବେଣ୍ଡ ଠାରୁ 6,000 ଟଙ୍କା ରିସିଭ୍ କରନ୍ତି। He spends arrests 2,700, that is 45% of it. What's her children's education? 45% 6,000 ର 2,700 ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପାଠ ପଢା ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରନ୍ତି। She sends arrests 1,350 each to her son. 1,350 ଲେଖା ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ପିଲାକୁ ଦିଅନ୍ତି ମେଡିକାଲ। Besides this, she spends equally on her house rent and food. ସେଇଭଳି ପ୍ରକାର ତାଙ୍କର ହାଉସ ରେଣ୍ଟ ଆଉ ଖାଦ୍ୟ ପାଇଁ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରନ୍ତି। For a 3-room apartment, she pays arrests 1,320. which is 22% of the money. 6000 22% ହେଲା ଆମର 1320 ଟଙ୍କା 1320. She receives, she spends the same amount of food. ଏକା ପରିମାଣର ପଇସା ଖାଦ୍ୟକୁ ଦିଅନ୍ତି 1320. In addition to all this, she spends 540 for transport. She gives 300 to her husband for petrol and monthly maintenance. She spends the least on entertainment spending, RS80 for her cable TV connection and RS40 for an occasionally picture along with her husband. So in this way, Mrs. Patnaik spends her money monthly wise. So now let us look at the following diagram. B following diagram ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମର ଯୋଉ diagram ଟି ଦେଇଛି ଏ diagram ହେଲା ଏଠି ପିଲାମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଆମର ଡାଇଗ୍ରାମ କରାଗଲା ଓକେ ତାହେଲେ ଯୋଉ ଡାଇଗ୍ରାମ ଟି କରାଯାଇଛି ଏ ଡାଇଗ୍ରାମ ଟି ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କର ହେଲା vitamins and minerals 0.7%, carbohydrates 4.8%, 4.8%, fat 3.8%, proteins or milk 3.5%. Okay, so look at the following diagram. ଗୋଟେ ବଟଲ ରଖା ହେଇଛି ଗୋଟେ ଡାଇଗ୍ରାମ ଏଠି କରିଦେଇଛନ୍ତି water 2%, water, vitamin minerals 0.7%, carbohydrates 4.8%, fat 3.8%, then also protein 3.5%. ये जो डायग्राम टा करागला खाद्य उपरे तार कौन रखा जायछि प्रश्न देखिबा एवं तार आंसर मध्ये हमें रखिबा पिला माने नाउ राइट ए फ्यू सेंटेंस किछि वाक्य लेख एक्सप्लेनिंग व्याख्या कर व्हाई मिल्क इज कंसीडर्ड टू बी ए वेल बैलेंस्ड फूड. Milk is considered a well balanced diet because it has proteins, fats, okay, carbohydrates, vitamins and also minerals, so as well as water in right proportions and as required by the body. Moreover, milk is a universal diet that is available everywhere. It can also be taken by people of all ages. एवल प्रकार आम तीनोटी चारोटी सेंटेंस करि पारले ओके ठीक अछि. Now let us go to our next report. The opinions of 500 people 500 लोकंकर गोटे रिपोर्ट आसिला मतामत through a random sample survey. The findings of the survey are presented in the chat below. Chat कराइछि survey report रखाइछि. Subject were asked whether India should adopt the presidential from a government. देखो cannot say 25%, no जानिनु 35%, yes ହେଲା कଣ 40%, हाँ ହେଲା 40%, ନାଇଁ ହେଲା 35%, rest 25% cannot say माने कहि परिबु नाही ओके. ताले ए चार्ट जो देला हला से कहछि नाउ यूज द इंफॉर्मेशन इन द चार्ट एंड राइट ए शॉर्ट रिपोर्ट. ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ रिपोर्ट ए चार्ट को पाथर करके हम वर्तमान लिखि परिबा. छोट रिपोर्ट हम वर्तमान लिखिबा. So a random sample survey of 500 people in metro cities were conducted by the operations research group to find the people's opinion on changing over to a presidential form of government. The are chosen from a cross section of society. Then the result of the survey reveals that the majority were in favor of a presidential form of a government However, they only consists of 40% of the respondents, 35% of the respondents are against a presidential form of a government, while 25% upon that they could not say anything about it. That is the way we have completed our report. Okay, ঠিক ଅଛି. Now let us maps ଆସିଗଲା ଏବେ. ଠିକ ଅଛି. ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମର ଏବେ ଆସିଗଲା କଣ ନା ମ୍ୟାପ ହେଲା. ତାହେଲେ ଯୋଉ ମ୍ୟାପ ଟା ଦେଇଛି କୋଉ ଉପରେ ଦେଇଛି ଆମେ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ଟ୍ରାଭେଲିଂ ବାଇ ବସ୍ ଟୁ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଆଫ୍ଟର ରିଚିଂ ଦ ନ୍ୟୁ ବସ୍ ଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡ ଆଟ୍ ବରମୁଣ୍ଡା. You hear an auto rickshaw to take you for an interview, but the highway is blocked at a point between Jadhav Vihar and Acharya Vihar. The auto driver tells you he is new to Bhubaneswar and does not know all the roads. Does not know all the roads. Which route would you ask him to take? Use the map below to decide on a route to Bani Vihar and then write down the instructions you would give the driver. Bani Vihar, Jadhav Vihar, Barmunda. ହେଲା ସେ ଦଉଛି ରାସ୍ତା ବ୍ଲକ ହଉଛି କୋଉଠି ନା ଜୟଦେବ ବିହାର ଟୁ ଆଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ବିହାର. ଅଟୋ ଡ୍ରାଇଭର ଟେଲ୍ସ ୟୁ ହି ଇଜ ନ୍ୟୁ ଟୁ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର. ଅଟୋ ଡ୍ରାଇଭର କହୁଛି ସେ ନୂଆ ହଉଛି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ, ତାକୁ ଆମେ ପ୍ରପର ରୁଟ୍ ଟା ଦବା. ତେଣୁ ଏ ଯୋଉ କରାଗଲା ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ମ୍ୟାପ କଣ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଉପରେ, ଏ ମ୍ୟାପ ଟାକୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମେ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କରିବା ହେଲା. ଏ ମ୍ୟାପ ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ଦେଖ ଏଠି ବାଣୀ ବିହାର, ଏଠି ସୈନିକ ସ୍କୁଲ ନାଲକୋ ଛକ ହେଲା, ଏକଡେ ନ୍ୟୁ ବସ୍ ଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଗଲା. ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଏକଡେ ଏନ୍ଏଚ୍ ରହିଲା ହେଲା, ଆମର ଆରଡି ଓମେନ୍ସ କଲେଜ, ଆଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ବିହାର ଟ୍ରାଫିକ ଏକଡେ ସିଆରପି ସ୍କୋୟାର ରହିଗଲା, ଜୟଦେବ ବିହାର ଟ୍ରାଫିକ ସ୍ପଟ ରହିଲା, ପାୱାର ହାଉସ ଏକଡେ ରହିଲା, ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ହାଉସ ରହିଲା, ସଚିବାଳୟ ଏକଡେ ରାଜମହଲ ସ୍କୋୟାର, ଏଜି ସ୍କୋୟାର. ଏ ଯୋଉ ମ୍ୟାପ ଟା ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମର କରାଯାଇଛି ସେ ମ୍ୟାପ କୁ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କରିକି ଆମେ ତାର କରିବା ହେଲା. Answer the following questions. How routes are valuable to you? How many possible routes are available to you? Okay, there are 3 routes available to go to Bani Vihar. Go to Bani Vihar. How many possible routes are available to you? There are 3 routes available. Which route would you prefer? କୋଉ route ଟାକୁ ତମେ ବେଶୀ ପ୍ରିଫର କରୁଛ? ସିଆରପି ସ୍କୋୟାର, ପାୱାର ହାଉସ ସ୍କୋୟାର, ଆସେମ୍ବଲି and station square at the women's college, Jaydev Vihar, power house, assembly, Acharya Vihar. Number 3, CRP square, Jaydev Vihar, Nalko Chowk and Bani Vihar. I would prefer the CRP square, Jaydev Vihar, Nalko Chowk, Bani Vihar. CRP square, okay. Then Jaydev Vihar, third eye. Okay. ठीक है. Then question number 3. Would you take the CRP power house, Jaydev Vihar, Acharya Vihar traffic route? If not, why? ଯଦି ନୁହେଁ କାହିଁକି? Use of taking this route because the traffic is blocked between Jaydev Vihar and Acharya Vihar. Okay. Now then, our instruction given to the auto driver. Auto ରହିଲା, fill in the blank, ଆମେ ତାକୁ ପୂରଣ କରିବା. ସେ କହୁଛି go straight along the national highway, go straight along the national highway up to Jaydev Vihar. Then turn left and take the Nandankanan road. Keep going for about 2 kilometers on at Nalko Chowk. At Nalko Chowk. Then continue until you come to the Sainik School. Front रे ଆମର ନିଜର टेक्स्ट बुक टाକୁ ରଖ, इनविटेशन इंग्लिश 3 ର ଆମର ଯୋଉ କରାଯାଇଛି ଗୋଟେ ମ୍ୟାପ, ସେ ମ୍ୟାପ କୁ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କର, ସେଇ ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ଆମେ ଆନ୍ସର ଦବା। ଓକେ। On the left, don't stop, go straight ahead. You will reach Bani Vihar. You can see the gate of Bani Vihar on the left, just on block. Okay? Janet, ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ ତ? ଠିକ ଅଛି। ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମେ activity 17 की ଯିବା। Fill in the blank in the paragraph above with the ideas from the map at page 102। 102ଟା ଦେଲା, ତାକୁ ଆମେ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କରିବା। ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କରିକି ଆମେ ଆମର କଣ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ କରିବା। So now look at the okay. So fill in the blank in the paragraph above with the ideas from the map at the page number 102. Okay. Look at the some common expression used in giving instructions to reach some place. Okay. Some place. Turn right or left, go straight ahead, pass two roads on the right or left. On your left you will see माला fill in the blank ଆମେ ପୂରଣ କରିବା ହେଲା। ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଆମର ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ ଉପରକୁ ଯିବା। ଓକେ। ଠିକ ଅଛି। ସେ କଣ କହିଲା? ଟର୍ନ activity 17। ଓକେ। Turn right or left, go straight ahead, pass two road on the left or right, on your left, then you will see dash. Okay, ତାମାନେ ଆମେ ଲେଖିବା go straight along the national highway up to Jaydev Vihar। मैप को लक्ष्य करो, Vihar, then turn left and take the Nandankanan road, keep going for about 2 kilometers, keep going to about 2 kilometers, and then turn right at Nalko Chaka. Continue until you come to the Sainik school. Then on the left, don't stop, go straight ahead. You will reach Bani Vihar after half a kilometers. You can see the gate of Bani Vihar on the left, just 100 meters before the Acharya Vihar traffic post. Then enter and go straight to the administrative block. Okay. Now let us go to our activity 18. Look at the map given at page 104। 104 है जो मैप दिला, लक्ष्य करो। A car and a bus have collided on Bridge Road, causing a roadblock. Another car shown on the map has to reach the railway office. Write down the instruction that we would give the driver of the car। कार ड्राइवर को हमें किसी इंस्ट्रक्शन वर्तमान दबा कर से अनुजाई कौन आम आमर आंसर टाकू रखिबा। ओके, ठीक अच्छे। टेम्पल है सेकेंड एवेन्यू प्लेग्राउंड ए सब रहा, तेणु ताकू आम लक्ष्य करी बर्तमान आंसर टी को रखिबा है। कन्वेंट स्कूल रहा, प्लेग्राउंड रहा, सेकेंड एवेन्यू रहा, एसबीआई मेन ब्रांच रहा। ये कार्टा जाऊँ आर मार्क कर मेंशन, रोड मध्य आर मेंशन कराई, लक्ष्य कर। ओके, टर्न राइट टुवर्ड्स the shop and then go along the boundary of the convent school again on the right till you reach second avenue। डायग्राम टाकू जो देजी मैप, से मैप टाकू लक्ष्य करो है। Here take a turn to the right till you reach the temple which you can see on the left। Here take a turn to the left, then drive on till you cross the temple. The third building on this street is the railway office. सभा ऊपर बिल्डिंग रहा है हमारा रेलवे ऑफिस. ओके. ओके. ठीक ଅଛି ଜନେବ. ଜନେବ ବୁଝି ହଉଛି ତ? ଠିକ ଅଛି. ଏବେ ଆମେ ଆଗକୁ ଯିବା. Okay. Let us go to our next page. Activity 19. Activity 19 के वर्तमान में जीवा. ओके. ठीक है. The following is a map of your college. Write a letter to a friend. College रो ଗୋଟେ map ଦେଇଛି. ତମ ସାଙ୍ଗ ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ letter କରିବ. Describe the things shown in the map. ମ୍ୟାପ ରେ ଯୋଉ ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷ ଦେଲା କଲେଜ ର ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟଗିରି ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖ ନର୍ଥ ଗେଟ୍ ରହିଲା ଉତ୍ତର ଫାଟକ, ଲାଇବ୍ରେରୀ ରହିଲା, ପ୍ଲେ ଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ରହିଲା, କମର୍ସ ବ୍ଲକ ରହିଲା, ଆର୍ଟ୍ସ ବ୍ଲକ ରହିଲା, ସାଇନ୍ସ ବ୍ଲକ ରହିଲା, କେମିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଲ୍ୟାବ, ବାୟୋଲୋଜି ଲ୍ୟାବ, ଦେନ୍ ଫିଜିକ୍ସ ଲ୍ୟାବ. ଏପଟେ ତଳକୁ ଆସିଲେ ଗୋଟେ ସାଉଥ ଗେଟ୍ ଦକ୍ଷିଣ ଗେଟ୍ ରହିଗଲା. ଏଠି ଆମର ଦିଗ ଡିରେକ୍ସନ କରିଦେଇଛି ହେଲା. ଡିରେକ୍ସନ ମଧ୍ୟ ଏଠି ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଦେଖ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କର. ଇଷ୍ଟ ୱେଷ୍ଟ ନର୍ଥ ସାଉଥ. ଦେନ୍ ଏକଡେ ଅଫିସ ରୁମ୍ ରହିଲା, ଷ୍ଟାଫ କମନ ରୁମ୍ ରହିଲା. ଓକେ. ଏଇ ସାର୍ ସେ ମେନସନ କରାହେଇଛି. ଆମେ ସେଇ ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ କଣ ରହିଛି ତାର ଆମେ ଉତ୍ତର ଦେବା. ଗୋଟେ ଲେଟର ସେ କଣ ତମ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ତ କିଛି ନାହିଁ, ସାଙ୍ଗ ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ଲେଟର କରିବ ହେଲା. ଫଲୋଇଂ ମ୍ୟାପ ଅଫ ୟୁର କଲେଜ, ରାଇଟ୍ ଏ ଲେଟର ଟୁ ୟୁର ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡ ଡେସ୍କ୍ରାଇବିଂ ଥିଙ୍ଗସ୍ ସୋନ୍ ଇନ୍ ଦ ମ୍ୟାପ. ମ୍ୟାପରେ ଆମେ ଯାହା ଦେଖ ଆମେ ସେଠି ରିପୋର୍ଟ କରିବା ବା ଗୋଟେ ଲେଟର ଆମେ ରଖିବା ହେଲା. ତ ଗୋଟେ ସାଙ୍ଗ ପାଖକୁ ଯଦି ଲେଟର ଦବ, ଡିଅର ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡସ୍ XYZ, how are you? It is a long time since I wrote to you a letter. In your last letter, you had asked me to describe my. Now that I am completely familiar with my college, I can very sorry. So then start next para. Our college faces the west and its front boundary runs along a main road. Then it has two gates, north and south. One at the north, another is south. The north gate leads to the library and the playground right in front. So, which constitutes the biggest building of the. Further south, down the arts block is the science block. So it is bigger than the commerce block, but smaller than the arts block. Then the commerce and science blocks have 12 rooms and galleries. But the rooms and the galleries of the science block are bigger than that of the commerce block. The arts block has been huger rooms and galleries. Okay. So which borders the main road, the back of these laboratories run along the road leading from the south gate to the science block. Beyond this road on the south are the office and staff common rooms. So they lie adjacent to each other. Of course, the entrance to the office is room from the west, while room is on the south. All the blocks, laboratories, staff rooms, and office buildings are rectangular in structure. I hope I have given a clear picture of the layout of my college. Then I am sending a photocopy of a map which found in the college calendar to make things more clear. Then do write to me a letter. Okay. डियर फ्रेंड्स तेणु एपरि भाव आम कॉलेज रो जो मैप टी देला ताको लक्ष्य करिकी आमे ने हमर कौन गली ना गोटे रिपोर्ट बा गोटे लेटर सांग पाकू आम लिखि पारे ओके let us go to our activity 20 use the information in the chat below chat जो तले दियाला हम ताको लक्ष्य करिया information write a report stating which courses are popular in Orissa which courses are popular in Orissa which courses are popular among women boys and girls get enrolled in each course okay तो चार्ट बर्तमान देजी स्टूडेंट्स टेकिंग एडमिशन इन डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस ऑफ स्टडी इन ओडिशा मेडिकल साइंस इंजीनियरिंग साइंस ह्यूमैनिटीज कॉमर्स वोकेशनल सब्जेक्ट एग्रीकल्चर एंड हॉर्टिकल्चर साइंस ओके बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स बॉयज रहिला हमर व्हाइट कलर गर्ल्स रहिला हमर कोन जो बोल्ड कलर रही ब्लैक कलर 0 to 20 40 60 80 एंड आम जदि गोटे रिपोर्ट तैयारी करिवा ताले ए चार्ट को पाथ्य करिकी आमे वर्तमान गोटे रिपोर्ट बनेबा ओके इन ओडिशा in the humanities team are the most popular almost 60 students of every 100 in addition the largest number of girls enroll in the humanities course where the proportion between girls and boys is 60 to 40 60 so courses in science stand second in popularity in such course the proportion between boys and girls is 50.50 boys and girls 50-50 anupata so engineering courses take the third place in popularity this course is more popular ame e jo dela को कोर्स सब रहुची केते केते परसेंट बॉयज और गर्ल्स रोजन केते अनुपात केते ता लक्ष्य करिकी आमे माने कोन करिवा गोटे रिपोर्ट तैयारी करा होची तन ताको नै कि हम सेंटेंस गोटे गोटे करू जे हला किछि नै जहां देला चार्ट और टेबल बा डायग्राम ताको लक्ष्य करी आमे माने रिपोर्ट बा 7-8 सेंटेंस बना देले से गोटे रिपोर्ट हे गला सो commerce course are next in the term of popularity this course is preferred more by boys than by girls the proportion between the boys and girls in this course is 80 to 20 माने 80 अनुपात 20 the agriculture forestry and stands after this with being 5 to 25 माने boys और girls अनुपातटा finally the medical science course is the least popular this course too has more boys than girls बालिकांग तुलना रे बालक अधिक रहउछि proportion between them is 90 to 10 90% एटी 10% ओके एभली प्रकार रे आमे आरो गोटे रिपोर्ट बनैली वर्तमान आमे जिबा एक्टिविटी 21 को एक्टिविटी 21 graphs below represent the spending habits of the young and old people of Orissa compare the information in both the graphs and write a paragraph what a graph dela represent kara hala spending habits of the young and old people jubaka au bayasko lokongara Orissa compare the information in both graphs write a para dida jo dela amar graphs ta compare kariba dekiba a la housing fuel light and power b rela clothing footwear and durable goods c rela kon other goods and services d rela food देखो दीटा ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କର ହେଲା। ଏଇଟା ହେଲା କଣ ହାଉସିଂ ଫୁଏଲ ଲାଇଟ୍, ଏଟା ଓଲ୍ଡ ପିପୁଲ। ଲେଫ୍ଟ ସାଇଡ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ରହିଲା ଏଟା ହେଲା ଆମର କଣ ନା ୟଙ୍ଗ ପିପୁଲ। ଏଟା ହେଲା ଆମର ୟଙ୍ଗ ପିପୁଲଙ୍କର, ଏଟା ହେଲା ଆମର ଓଲ୍ଡ ପିପୁଲ। ଓକେ, ଏଟା ହେଲା ୟଙ୍ଗ, ଏଟା ହେଲା ଓଲ୍ଡ। So comparatively study about the spending habits of the young and old people of Odisha reveals that both groups spend the most on the other goods and services which exclude food, shelter, while the young people spend 40% of their income on the other goods and services. So the old people spend 33% on these items which continue other goods and services include household items like refrigerator, washing machines, air coolers, grinders, and other like. Services in this category mainly consists of transport and entertainment. So similarly, both the groups spend the least on clothing, footwear, durable goods. The former spend 17% of their income, while the latter spends 4% less than is 13% of their income on clothing, footwear, and durable goods. Difference or comparison between young and old. The old people spend equally on housing and food. They give more priority to these items on their budget than the young, 54% of their income. The amount they spend on each of these items is less than what the world spend on it. In short, the young and the world give top priority. मेंशन करागला नंबर ए रहा हमारा हाउसिंग फ्यूएल लाइट और पावर पे लेफ्ट साइड रहा मेंशन कर यंग, राइट साइड रहा वर्ल्ड रो बी रे जो मेंशन कराई परसेंटेज देखंतु सेटा ला क्लॉथिंग फुटवेयर और ड्यूरेबल गुड्स किए केते तू यंग पर्सन देखो 24% आउ वर्ल्ड पीपुल सेटा 27%। बुझबार ना नहीं। अदर गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज ओल्ड पीपुल रोजन केते ना 33, यंग रोजन केते ना 40%, यंग जनरेशन। ये कौन डायग्राम रा गोटे रिपोर्ट आम बन पारे। ओके, now let us go to our activity 21. Prepare a report for a newspaper on the basis of information presented in the graph below. Number of road accident in Bhubaneswar. रोड एक्सीडेंट भुवनेश्वर घटी तार एटी गोटे देती कंप्लीट करिया रोड एक्सीडेंट। ओके, देखा अलार्मिंग राइज इन रोड एक्सीडेंट्स इन भुवनेश्वर। देखा मेंशन कर दे रेंज रे बढ़ी एक्सीडेंट ना तले ईयर मेंशन कला 87, 88, 89, 1990, 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, 1995, 1996, 1997 and also 1998। 1987 रु 1998 पर्यंत एक्सीडेंट मेंशन करिछि हला ताकू आमे गोटे पैसेज बा पारा गोटे करबा हला। There has been an alarming rise in the road accident at Bhubaneswar since 1991. Talking to our correspondents, Bhubaneswar pointed out that since the last decade, road accidents have occurred in Bhubaneswar with alarmingly frequently. Quoting statistics available in his department, is reported to have said that between 1987 to the middle of 1988, almost 35,000 people were reported to have died due to road accidents. the sudden spots in accident and the number of fatalities forced the government to enforce traffic laws, especially the donning of helmets. As a result, death due to accidents decreased gradually and 1,700 in mid 1990. However, changes in the government and relaxation of the traffic rules after the saw a dramatic rise in fatalities caused by road accidents. In 1992, the number of fatalities rose to 3,600. In 1994 to 4,800. And also in 1998, 7,200. It is hoped that the law enforcement agency will take steps and control the road accident in Bhubaneswar. Okay, so in this way, we have to complete our accident report. Now let us go to our activity 22. An influential person has applied for permission to set up a stone crusher unit at the place indicated with dots on the map below. As a resident of the area, you have serious objections. Stone crusher. Okay. So ଏଠି ଦେଖ ଦେଇଥିଲା ଗୋଟେ ଆମର ଯୋଉ କଣ ମ୍ୟାପ ବା ଡାଇଗ୍ରାମ ଏଟା ରହିଲା ବସ୍ ଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡ ଏକଡେ ହେଲା ଆମର ହେଡ ପୋଷ୍ଟ ଅଫିସ ଏକଡେ ମେନସନ ଇଜ ହସ୍ପିଟାଲ ସ୍କୁଲ ରହିଲା କଣ ମଝିରେ ରହିଲା କଣ ନା ଆମର ପ୍ରପୋଜଡ କ୍ରସର ୟୁନିଟି ଦେନ୍ ତାପରେ ରହିଲା ଓମେନ୍ସ କଲେଜ ଦେନ୍ ଷ୍ଟେଟ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ଅଫ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ଏ ଯୋଉ ମ୍ୟାପ ଟା କରିଦେଲା ତାକୁ ଲଗେଇକି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ କଣ କରିବା ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ରେସନ ଆମେ ଦବା କଣ ଅବଜେକ୍ସନ ରହିଛି ତାପରେ ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ରେସନ ଆମେ ରଖିବା ଓକେ so do the collector or a district magistrate's collector's office Bhubaneswar Khurda. Sir, I wish to invite your attention to stone crusher unity that is proposed to be set up in the tower that there are 2 acres of government land right in front of the head post office beside the convent school on the Janpat Road, Bhubaneswar. ଏଠି ରହିଲା ଆମର ସ୍କୁଲ ଏଠି ରହିଲା ଆମର ଯୋଉ କଣ ଷ୍ଟୋନ କ୍ରସର ଏଠି ରହିଲା ଆମର ଓମେନ୍ସ କଲେଜ ଏଠି ରହିଲା ଆମର ଷ୍ଟେଟ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ଏଟା ରହିଗଲା ଆମର କଣ ବସ୍ ଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡ ଯୋଉ ହେଲା ଏଠି ରହିଗଲା ଆମର ହସ୍ପିଟାଲ ଏକଡେ ରହିଗଲା ଆମର ହସ୍ପିଟାଲ ଓକେ ଏକଡେ ରହିଗଲା ଆମର କଣ ଏଇଟା ଏଠି ରହିଲା ଆମର ବସ୍ ଷ୍ଟପ ଯୋଉଟା ବସ୍ ଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡ ଏଠି ତ ରହିଛି ଆମର ସ୍କୁଲ ଏଠି ଆମର ରହିଗଲା କଣ ଏରିଆ ହେଲା ଓକେ ତେଣୁ ଟିକେ ଚିନ୍ତା କରି ଲେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କିଛି ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ବିବ୍ରତ ହବାର ଆମର ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ନାହିଁ ଓକେ the Honorable High Court of Orissa had an already just petition stated that no stone crushers unity should be set up within 20 kilometers of the limited area. Consequently, stone crushers unity beyond Khandagiri have now moved beyond to Khurda. Therefore, building an unity is entirely illegal. So, secondly, stone crusher units cause great environmental pollution and bring with it numerous health problems. The stone crushers units spread a pall of dust, which is especially dangerous for health or our people. Thirdly, the stone crushers unit is being proposed in an area which is heavily populated. Although you may call it floating population, it is situated right in the middle of the school, and then a women's college which are on either side of it. In this way, it will not only affect our young ones in the school but also the girls in the women's college. The proposed unity can cause lot of lot of harm of our health. This is really unwelcome in an educational block of buildings. So finally, the land on which the proposed crusher unity is being proposed to be set up has a lot of evergreen trees. Services are the environmental concern for the whole city. I request you to therefore prohibit the lease of the land for the proposed stone crusher unit and instead of develop into a park in which all the members of public are with the college and also women's college. So yours faithfully. Okay. ଏହିପରି ଭାବରେ ଆମେ ଏ ରିପୋର୍ଟଟାକୁ ଲେଖିଲେ। ଆଜି ତ ବହୁତ ପିଲା ଲାଇଭ୍ ଆସିନାହାନ୍ତି, ବହୁତ କମ ପିଲା ଅଛନ୍ତି, ତଥାପି କହିଥିଲେ ଆଜିର କ୍ଲାସଟି ରଖିବା ପାଇଁ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ମେସେଜ କରାଯାଇଥିଲା। ଠିକ ଅଛି। So in this way we have completed our first topic, interpreting charts, tables, diagrams and also reports. So thank you to all my dear students. ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ମିଲନ ଷ୍ଟଡି ପଏଣ୍ଟ ତରଫରୁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ। ଆଜି ପାଇଁ କ୍ଲାସ 8 ରଖୁଛି। ଶୁଭରାତ୍ରି।